Hello, fellow bitches. Welcome to an impromptu episode of Bitch. This is not a normal stream time for me, but Jesse Jett, when Jesse Jett calls me and says, "Hey, I have an hour and a half," I drop what I'm doing and I get ready. So here we are. Obviously, some shit has gone down, you guys.
Yeah.
Julian Assange has reportedly had a stroke. It happened yesterday morning. I don't know if it happened before, during, after the court proceedings. Doesn't matter. Stella is saying it is obviously, I don't think anybody will be surprised, due to extreme stress. And this is bullshit. They're killing him. He's dying.
Part of it.
He's dying. They're killing him. We are watching, as I say all the time, murder in slow motion. He has done nothing wrong. Nothing. Not a damn thing. He told the truth. He exposed relevant information in the public interest, as journalists every day all over the world do. He did nothing wrong. The case that they have against him is bullshit. It has always been bullshit. And they have been torturing this man to death for the past decade plus. And it's not okay. It is not okay. I've been getting a lot of comments today, and I actually heard Steph. I was just watching the Jimmy Dore live stream. Glenn Greenwald was awesome on that. I actually texted Jimmy in the middle of that to tell him that there was a report. I wanted him to be aware of it since they were on there talking. But Steph read out a comment about how activists, delusional activists, think that they actually have a chance in saving his life. If that is your attitude, miss me, because with that attitude, we should just sit back and accept our authoritarian rulers and bow down before the one we serve. So fuck off with that shit. I'm so sick of people telling me that. I've had that on Twitter a lot the past couple of days, that, oh, he's just going to die. We can't save him. Okay, fine. Then you sit there and be helpless and we'll keep fighting. I don't know where we go from here. I'm ready to Hulk smash some prison walls. Personally, I don't think that there is a legal solution to this problem because the justice system is fucked. And it seems that we don't have the time to garner the amount of mass public pressure that it is going to take in order for them to do the right thing, because people are quite content to sit around and say absolutely nothing. Still, progressives have said absolutely nothing about this in this country. So I don't know where we go from here. I do not. Right now, I'm just pissed off and angry and sad and depressed. And I can't stop thinking about his kids. And I can't stop thinking about Stella and Gabriel and John and Christine. So this is garbage. If you haven't been speaking out for Julian Assange, now's your time. Now's the time to do that. Please and thank you. We're out of time. He's dying. Literally in front of our eyes. He's dying. And if you're silent on that, you are complicit. You're complicit in that shit. Blood on your hands. You are helping with that, with the murder of Julian Assange. So there's my rant for that. I don't want to dwell on it too much because I will cry on camera again, and I don't want to do that. So Jesse's here, and he's gonna play us some tunes, try to lift our spirits, try to motivate and inspire us. So thanks for coming, dude. I appreciate you.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for having me. Again, it was totally on the fly. Like I said, I was gonna be on with Liv Romano tonight and do some fundraising efforts. She's working with a Wi-Fi hotspot because she's in a cabin without power. And it went about as well as a Wi-Fi hotspot in a cabin without power would be expected to. So we're gonna have to reschedule. But yeah, in the meantime, I have I'm child free for a little over an hour, and I had some really interesting things planned out. And I was like, you know what, I don't want to just go play a video game or do whatever. I need to see if Misty's available. And I'm
always down, dude.
Gracious enough to,
I was just sitting on my couch watching Jimmy Dore, being really pissed off and depressed and sad. And if Jesse Jett calls me, I'm ready to go. We're ready to go. You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of a hot mess. Like I haven't even showered today. It's a lazy Saturday in my house. I have a sick kid, so we're just being lazy today. So.
I didn't shower either.
Yeah, I haven't showered today, so fuck it, guys. Here we are on the fly. We're doing it live, bitches. Let's go.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
All right. So, what do you have planned for us?
All right. Well, first, I'm gonna take it way back. Back when our biggest concern was, oh no, are they gonna screw Bernie out of the primary? Back when we had, which feels like a lifetime ago.
Oh, those are some fun days, huh?
Yeah. This is the song that really I wouldn't have been doing any of what I'm doing now if this song hadn't been received like it was. This was just me kind of throwing it out there and seeing what happened. And So let's kick it off. This is Town Hall. In these days of global disaster, all the money disappears with the fame. I'll say what I want, then burn my masters. And I suggest you do the same. Hear my words, don't breathe the air. You and I needn't speak to share. I'm so sick of the waiting now. I feel sick, so I'm laying down. Hear my words, don't breathe the air. You and I needn't speak to share. I'm so sick of the waiting now. I feel sick, so I'm laying down. Laying down. Alright, I won't name names, so we won't call legal. We'll call him Bo Jiden, and he killed Glass-Steagall. He's on the trail, off the rails, profits over people. But I won't call him a Nazi, cause I haven't seen his eagle. But I have seen his equal, and he just left the White House. I've seen his equal, and she lost the fight twice now. I've seen the evil of a man who'd shake the hands of workers, knowing they've been slaving for a feeble wage and little purpose, all to keep afloat his bloated lifestyle. All to keep us focused on our phones in the meanwhile. If I'm a broken record, this has been a fucking time trial. But I will not go quietly into a future I'm supposed to hand to my child. And I will not politely hold my tongue when I see voters in the web of suppression. So I'm about to burn the list of things we shouldn't mention. Alzheimer's causes bouts of both confusion and aggression. Sentences that fall apart and paper-thin patience. Well, I have not spent the past 4 years practicing critiques only to need them for the next administration. And part of me would love to vote for Trump to really stuff you Biden diatribe junkies who would tie us to a chair to watch him push out Bernie Sanders. Say he needs to just accept a loss, have your little celebration. Well, I don't know about you, but I have too much love for this misguided nation. So I can't take another president who treats the world like he's a wealthy tourist and he's just too good to talk to all us Haitians. My only choice should not have to be trading one president who chews at the Achilles heel of race relations and plays up all our prejudices, fears, and darkest motivations for one who also hands us to the corporations like we've all been sex trafficked. And I wish that was exaggeration, but it's part nightmare, part fascination. It's mostly fascists saying we're a cushion generation, while they got the funding made to lift you out your station. While you miss your shift at your third job cause you can't afford your medication. And now the pain of your mobility is tied into the need to keep afloat and keep your family just this side of devastation. And here's the catch to immunization. You may get to have a say in what they give your baby, but in 20 years that baby better be prepared to pay right through the nose to be inoculated. So honey, don't you be surprised when all your insulin is confiscated. Cause someone found a buyer who's prepared to hike the price up even higher. And if you land in a coma, just as well, because you're out the conversation. See, you're not around to stage a demonstration. You're not around to protest human rights being eliminated. Not around to protest all these voters being silenced and intimidated. Maybe you can hear it in my intonation. One man's revolution is another's renovation. One hand better wash the other or it's amputated. God, I hate to be so black and white, but gray has led us straight into the mist and now the lamp is faded. And I don't think that we have very long before the night is falling quicker than anticipated. Quicker than your stocks crashed, quicker than your IRA was withered and emaciated. So why obey the men who saw the crisis that they orchestrated? Why were you so pleased to see a corpse get up and speak that you ignored the way the corpse debated? That he spoke in fragmented misinformation. That he tried to make an honest man's mistake out of a fabrication. And that all the major networks eat it up and tolerate it. So whose side are they on if they can point it out? And Trump would act like they don't see it in a man they want to call our savior. Who keeps paying you to do such sick, dishonest labor? Oh shit, we do?
No shit, me too. Everything you buy will find a way to own or eat you. Companies who feed you fund agendas to defeat you. Strip your wits away, rip your wick away. Ultimately put you in a place to have to loot to feed your kid today and then detain and beat you. Now how is such an obvious process not see-through? At least not without a UV light. This year will purge our liberties with zero end in sight. So if you couldn't cast a vote that gave you hope about our plight, you pick up a pen, but in your heart it isn't right. Think about the millions going hungry every night, and either have the guts to write in Bernie or have the guts to fight. Hear my words, but don't breathe the air. You and I needn't speak to share. I'm so sick of the waiting now. I feel sick, so I'm laying down. Hear my words, but don't breathe the air. You and I needn't speak to share. I'm so sick of the waiting now. I feel sick, so I'm laying down. Laying down. Hear my words, there's no time to spare. We killed democracy, it's rotting in the square. And with its last breath, it cursed the very air with the toxic miasma of class warfare. Convulsions were brief, it seized for a minute, then it ceased to fidget. It was just deep sleep in a city-wide gibbet. A lot of sweet nothings like the rations we were given. A film crew followed them into the city limits to document the distribution. A little piece of human interest in the mass confusion. Some nice shots of a clean white van. Neighbors helping neighbors with their clean white hands. Never mind the boxes being empty like the cans. Never mind a photo op that didn't feed a single man. And this is nothing you can blame on one single man or his supporting an immoral horde of sycophants. We set the stage, we wrote the play, we gave the man a script, we highlighted every line he had to say. We're only in this boat because we chose to sail away. We didn't pour out the decay, we let it spread. And we watched this nation warp into the noxious dictatorship it is today. You see, we made conditions perfect. It's almost like we want it this way. Hear my words, but don't breathe the air. You and I needn't speak to share. I'm so sick of the waiting now. I feel sick, so I'm laying down. Hear my words, but don't breathe the air. You and I needn't speak to share. I'm so sick of the waiting now. I feel sick, so I'm laying down. Laying down.
I love that song. So I just want to clarify something. I am trying to, like, this information about Assange obviously just came out very recently.
Yeah.
So it seems that it did not happen yesterday. It actually happened October 27th. If you guys remember, during that was the day of the appeal hearings.
Yeah.
And if you remember, all of the journalists who were covering the appeal, who were in the courtroom or who were on video link, all talked about, that's the picture that got leaked of him sitting like with, he was literally having a stroke. They forced him to go to the video to watch the they wouldn't let him in the courtroom. He wanted to participate in the courtroom. They wouldn't let him do that. They were just going to make him watch the video link. Belmarsh got their information wrong, forced him to go, even though he didn't have to be there. It wasn't necessary, despite the fact that he was feeling ill. And so he was having a stroke. And so they that's why he ended up getting up and leaving the room, is that he was having a stroke, I guess. So that's Kevin Gastola just tweeted about that's the clarification. So it wasn't yesterday. It was on October 27th, the first day of the appeal hearings.
Wow.
Yeah. Again, they're killing him.
Yep.
Slowly but surely, they're killing him.
Wow.
Yeah. Mistreat the day he looked disoriented. Yes. And everybody, all the shit libs were taking shots at him and all that, because they're real classy, those people. That's when he was having a stroke. So there you have it. Reminder, he's a father of 2 young children. And they're killing him. So that's fun. Good times. Lots of fun, guys. All right. So, sorry, I'm trying to keep up with...
Yeah, I know.
As I'm sure you guys can imagine, my shit's getting blown up right now.
Yeah.
All right. So what are you playing next, my friend? This is helpful. Music is always helpful.
Different chord structure for a song I've played a couple times for you guys, but it's been a long time.
Read my lips, brand new taxes, starving all the billionaires and neutering their Visa Maxes. Topple Congress off their axis, mobilize the homeless, give them access, call it praxis. Chop a couple limbs off the legislative branches. We'll show you the difference between air as a human right and guaranteed oxygen access. Octogenarians who barely know what day it is are calling countless citizens while sitting on a dais made of ignorance that was built on the graves of the slaves made to labor for its self-declared significance. And all to build a Congress full of millionaires who make their fortunes insider trading while they shit on all the indigent. And so I got a bone to pick with our leaders, and I'll start with the ligaments. I might pick right through the muscle, dig the marrow out, and serve it to the unhoused millions living in their minivans or watching their belongings get evicted from their tenement. I have a dream where we breach the walls of Congress and just let them in. And what happens next would survive in only text, cause there won't be any evidence. There would only be that heavy kind of feeling that pervades a space where there has been a reckoning and you can feel its remnants. Let any man who enters seeking power know that those who came before him suffocated on their eminence, and that there once was a seal on the wall, but we quartered it and scattered all the pieces that it might prevent its semblance. And so we end the great experiment. We'll take all your billions, leave you 2 coins for the ferryman, leave you drifting on a Dutchman floating derelict among the wretched seraphim. For holy is the hand that wiped the land clean of those who pose as gentlemen. That's my time, honey, cue the thunderclap and strike the theremin. And so we end the great experiment.
Yay! I wish this was live because I feel like it's gotta suck to not be able to get like that crowd feedback as an artist. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
that's what
brutal.
the couple times that I went and sprung my stuff on an open mic crowd, I was really pleasantly surprised by the feedback I got, and like doing these songs and getting a good response was fantastic. So
Yeah, I bet that was pretty nerve-wracking too, because
yeah, for sure. Absolutely was.
Your stuff's not exactly non-controversial.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know how accessible this might be, to say the least.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, sorry, I'm still like making banners and shit. Sorry, this really was like 20 minutes. We're gonna go.
All right, we're going super left field now. This is a song from the Geiger Age, from the Doo-Wop album.
Yay!
That I don't think I've played on anything before.
I don't think so.
This is called Back the Other Way.
She said it was fine back the other way. I wish I could have stayed behind. Maybe it was time for our luck to change, and I might have to wait a while. She said, travel is difficult, you can go home, and trust me, you don't really wanna go. Meantime, I had the feeling I'd have sold my soul just for one more minute there alone. To think I'd walk out the door and see the grass still grows, walk into the stream and feel the flow. But somehow I had the feeling I just can't go home. La, 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 la. Well, she said it was fine back the other way. I wish I could have stayed behind, but maybe it was time for our luck to change, and I might have to wait a while. She said, travel is difficult, you can go home, and trust me, you don't really wanna go. Meantime, I had the feeling I'd have sold my soul just for one more minute there alone. To think I'd walk out the door and see the grass still grows, walk into the stream and feel the flow. But somehow I had the feeling I just can't go home. La, 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 la. I had the feeling I just can't go home. La, 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 la. I had the feeling I just can't go home.
Yay. And Cynic, just so you know, Jesse was already ready to go. I'm the one that had to get ready in 20 minutes. My friend, it was me. Give me the credit. Oh. I can be ready in 20 minutes. No, that's no trouble.
All right, we're gonna get extra weird.
I like extra weird.
This I think I read as a spoken word piece when I first wrote it. And at the time, I think it was on Ron Placone. I think I even mentioned, I was like, I'm not gonna turn this into a song. And then I absolutely turned it into a song. But I've never tried it acoustic. So let's see how this goes. Bro. Just a moment.
You're fine.
Okay. Boop.
And yes, Cynic, we do need this. At least I need it. And really, this channel's for my own personal selfishness.
Okay. All right, this is Lockheed Martin OnlyFans.
I guess I was born with the curse of foresight. I knew Joe was only gonna represent the war side. And that said, I just came to fight. You can keep the ore flight. Save the surprise and the gasp when the shadow the fascist have cast is on your doorstep in the glow of your porch light. Save the surprise when the grid goes down and we go underground to lick wounds in the gloom of a torchlight. While up in the sky, a blimp glides by with a sign like New Year's 2022. Brought to you jointly by Pfizer and Coors Light. While the centrists observe from a comfortable courtside, right in the thick of the action behind a partition. We're in a morbid position, a plague of evictions, born a comorbid condition of the cancer of wealth. I fantasized that I canceled myself. Hands on your head, throw your best laid plans in the well. There are no more answers, questions go back on the shelf. Now all Joe's donors, a quick show of hands. How many of you sub to the Lockheed Martin OnlyFans? How many are loyalist patrons for the Raytheon Patreon? Occupy Iraq and send 1 million off into the great beyond. Cool yourself with the safety on. True to yourself in as much as you dutifully spew out a mucus of QAnon. You can't convince me the Capitol wasn't surrendered with every intention of digging us deeper down into this treacherous webbing of censorship, ebbing your speech and dissension so you can't hold Biden accountable, not in his mentions and not in the streets. So know to the end that Joe will defend the elite, that Joe won't embarrass McConnell, but Joe's not embarrassed if all of your children are hungry and weak, too hungry to speak, too hungry to stand, they just lie at his feet. Joe is fresh out of empathy, fresh out of policy, but he'd love to know, what was your favorite ice cream flavor to eat back when you used to eat? Now I guess the road isn't rocky for people who thought we were free. They'll believe what they read, and Joe's here to lull them to sleep. Counting us down by the dozens, the culling of gullible sheep led to the slaughter by media, tyrants and government thieves. These are the leeches who stubbornly suck where there's nothing to bleed. These are the tumors that force us to crawl on our knees. This is the home of the brave. This is the land of the free. See, one was foreclosed in 08. One was condemned in 16. This is the home of the brave. This is the land of the free. One was foreclosed in 08. One was condemned in 16. This is the home of the brave. This is the land of the free. One was foreclosed in 08.
Yay! I love that song. That's a cool that's a cool version of it too. Like that's.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love that song. I actually went on I was wrapping presents the other day and I went on a Jesse Jett binge and I think I listened to every single song on your Bandcamp. At least once, maybe twice. Because I had a shit ton of presents to wrap. So I have a big fan.
That's all. Seriously, it makes me so happy when anyone actually listens to my stuff. I think a couple times ago that I was on the vigil with you guys that Andrew mentioned listening to Militia Intent on the way to work or something like that. And that just made my day. That's so awesome. Seriously.
I seriously went on a binge. I just kept going through your stuff on Bandcamp as I was wrapping Christmas presents. No, I wasn't listening to Winter Wonderland. I was listening to Militia Intent, you know? All right, what's up
Ugly
next,
Fucking
friend?
Christmas. That's some that, right? That counts.
Yeah. Yes, I get Militia Intent stuck in my head for days too. Yeah. I do too.
Okay, let's do something that's not political again.
Ooh, it's kind of weird.
Right? Okay, bear with me. I've never played this acoustic, really. I didn't write it on guitar and actually had to transcribe it out to figure out what the fuck the chords are. But I love this song. I still need to find a suitable collection of other songs, normal songs, to pair with it to release it. It's just on Bandcamp solo. But this is one of my favorite things I've done in the past couple years. This is called Airplane Mode. She said, I can't turn my phone off till the world stops and it's on my phone. And I don't go in airplane mode, cause they know when the flight takes off. And I thought I was born for the storm, but tonight I wish the rain would stop. I wish the rain would stop. She said it feels like another day, but I can't stay, cause I can't stay long. I'm not here, but I'm not gone. She said it feels like another day, but I can't stay, cause I can't stay long. I'm not here, but I'm not gone. I'm not here, but I'm not gone. I know I'm right, so I won't waste time to deny my doubts. And I just want to know what's on your mind, but the Wi-Fi is out. And I know you were born for the storm, but tonight I need a break in the cloud. Just a break in the cloud. She said it feels like another day, but I can't say, cause I can't stay long. I'm not here, but I'm not gone. She said it feels like another day, but I can't say, cause I can't stay long. I'm not here, but I'm not gone. I think I'm the same as what I create. Gave it my name to speak for me. And when it wanted a face, I showed it my face, as good as my face could look for me. I felt it every smile, I had it every day. I just couldn't feels like another day. I can't stay long. I'm not here, but I'm not gone. Not here, but I'm not gone.
I love that.
Sat bangers.
That's always the song I always gravitate to. If you give me any album, the most depressing song on it is my fave. That's always the case for me.
Sophie actually already sent me the cover. She said, if you're ready to do a follow-up to War Crime Jams to Pork 2, and she sent me a picture of me crudely photoshopped onto Lennon's body, and it says War Crime Jams, Too Furious, Too Pork. I'm absolutely gonna use that. So that's something down the road.
Okay, good. I like that she's giving you ideas for more material. I like that. I can always use more Jesse Jett material. Good job, Sophie. Way to go. That's funny.
All right, let's do another non-political, but let's do something upbeat. Let's get loose. Oh, second fret. There we go. All right, I think I played this my first time on with you guys, if I'm not mistaken, with you and Jesse. Which again feels like a lifetime ago. This is the title track from the doo-wop album. This is called The Geiger Age.
I'm tired of the Geiger Age. I'm not the only one. My mama raised me off of stories about the sun, cause it was gone. Thought my mama knew that sun was gone. Locked out by the smog, and if the smog ain't moving on, that sun is gone. My eyes have seen the glory of industrial disease. Oh, my mama raised me off of tales about the trees, cause they were gone. Oh, my mama knew those trees were gone. They're rusted inside out, and ain't no soil fit to sprout. Those trees are gone. She had an optimistic streak, or maybe she was scared. Bless her She didn't live to see the day that she was wrong. 'Cause when I reached the ocean, it was gone, gone, gone.
Woohoo! I love that song. That's a fun one.
I don't know if you know who Sturgill Simpson is, but
I'm bad
as
at
I was
names.
writing that song, I was like, oh, I'm getting into some Sturgill Simpson territory. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to lean hard into it because I love the man's work. I'm like, fuck it. I'm going for it.
Yeah, might as well. If you find something that's working for you, just lean in, homie. Lean in. That's a hit single right there. I agree, Charlie Mack. I agree. I know. I agree. Seriously. I can hear
Charlie
that on the
is
radio.
fantastic. By the way, huge love to Charlie.
Huge love to Charlie. Well, if Charlie's a friend of yours, then Charlie's a friend of mine. That's how this goes.
Let's make sure we are cute.
But you have to join the cult. You cool with joining the cult, Charlie? I'm a cult leader.
Oh, yeah, we're ready. All right. Let me see here.
Did I just hear Franco?
Mm-hmm.
Franco! I love me some Franco.
To me, so you learn to love your prison. I guess you found me. Ah, damn it! Hang on, I knew I was going to shit the bed on that. I just realized that my sample is not set how I need it to be, and it's gonna fuck up when I do that in the middle of the song. So
That's
2
all right.
seconds. We're doing it live, as they say.
We are doing it live. Fuck it. We're doing it live.
Thanks
love
for
the
bearing
song,
with
though.
me, folks.
I love the song. It's worth the wait.
I just sent a version of that to Franco. I think he's wanting to use that for an intro, which I'm super excited about. Yeah, for those, I mean, I'd like to think everybody knows, but if they don't, during the big eviction sleepover, when AOC was talking in circles, Franco stepped up to ask a couple legitimate questions, and she was kind of, we'll get to that. We'll figure out, real people problems.
We're going to figure that out. She literally brushed him off.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to figure that out.
And so to step in, good old Corey Bush was like, you know what? Let's have some jams. Let's turn on some music. And she, called for some music, and big surprise, she got it. And everyone was all too happy to drown out Franco in one of the most dystopian moments I've ever experienced before, of him calling for, the needs of working people that were evicted yesterday, people that were getting evicted the next day, and got drowned out. So, same scene, take 2. This is Love Your Prison. It looks to me as though you learned to love your prison. I guess you'd say you made it your own. Who knew that freedom's such a difficult decision? I bet you finally feel like you're home. Home. Right in the center where the haves meet. You were proud of incremental half speeds. You were getting down in the AOC dance line, hands tied, nodding to the backbeat. Your Secret Service dive in front of any representative alive, being asked for the very bare minimum. And you'll turn into that same kind of hard right villain you detested should we mention they could ever muster maximum. Cause honey, liberal denial's such a lofty ataraxia, where all your morals take a backseat, not up in the cab, but in hidden panels made by federal human traffickers. So if you trust the autopilot, then you're just a sleeping passenger, and you're passively accepting that it isn't us the bastards serve. making peace with all the evil walking on this rancid earth, seeking unity with those who bound your hands at birth, and glancing up at fascists on a bloody day as thinking they just need a push. Not a holy man, but I'm praying for a burning bush. Yeah, I know you'd love to look away, but love, you need to look. Honey, there are many massacres this country manufactured that will never make the books. And now here's your fucking look. Looks to me as though you learned to love your prison. I guess you'd say you made it your own. Who knew that freedom's such a difficult decision? I bet you finally feel like you're home. Home on the range of excuses to justify some fracking, water down pollution, paint a fresh coat of bipartisan charm over backroom collusion. Your consent is being manufactured by illusions, marketing executives in federal seclusion, working day and night to keep you just the side of lucid. Too beat down for calling out abuses. So fuck all these progressives who can speak on revolution once they empty all your powder out and spit on all your fuses. See, I prefer to judge a leader not by quality of tweets, but the six-figure book deals she chooses. The donors he betrays, the donors he would gladly take a bullet before he refuses. The slogans he reuses, buzzwords he produces that he spews like mucus. Well, two can play at that. So here's the inner dialogue of every time I snap and it's fine-tuned and ruthless. It's saying politics are useless. It's just a bunch of loose lips tweaking cute shit. Power suits, taxpayer booze trips. Punching at the ready when the shoe flips. When there will be no news clips, there will just be. Looks to me as though you learned to love your prison. I guess you'd say you made it your own. Who knew that freedom's such a difficult decision? I bet you finally feel like you're home. Home.
Oh, I love that song.
Big shout out to Franco. Seriously.
Yeah.
I was like, please let me use this. Please don't tell me I can use this sample. Because as soon as I thought of doing that, I was like, I have to make this song.
Of course he would let you use it. It's dope too. The sample, like if you guys go and listen to the version on the album, it's amazing. Like the way that it's cut in there, it works out really well. Sleepovers will save the world. Ridiculousness.
Right. So let's get even weirder. Only got a couple
We're
more.
We're going all the way weird,
right?
y'all.
We really are.
We need it. I need a weird night. Fucking depressing 48 hours. I'm over it.
Okay, so this is the most off the cuff. Like, I can't stress enough. A couple hours ago, I was like, you know what I'd love to get to play is Convention. Jesse Jett in the Case of the Cursed Medallion. Minus the Joe Biden samples, because I just can't listen to the man talk today. I don't have it in me.
No.
This is one of those songs I wrote at work while I was driving around on a forklift, and I looked like a crazy person because I was like repeating lines to myself until I could stop long enough to write them down in my phone. And yeah, this
I can see it.
One day I need to set up like a GoPro or something and just film myself because it's entertaining.
You could use that as your music video.
Okay, yeah. Here we go.
us in the end is just a crapshoot. Who denounces the true you versus who backs you? Knowing you'll skin the boar to make a tracksuit. God knowing you began a few wars if your overlords ask you. Knowing that the ink's not dry on the last few. Knowing that your voters aren't living in a goddamn vacuum. We see through you, Joe, we see past you. Joe, we know you only want to kick trans folks out the bathrooms. Spill up some track about family values. Take away our weed and then say we just need Valium. Joe Biden, patron saint of big pharma, knows no karma. And all of our media paints him as valiant. But I'm here to tell you the spirit of Biden exists in a cursed medallion. Roars out of hell like smoke in the form of 1,000 stallions. A dead battalion. Eyes blood red with a lust for the violence of racial injustice. You see, I come to bury Joe and burn a candle for Augustus. Maybe not a song you would dance to, but something of substance. Something in place that can warn you when liberals lie without looking you straight in the eye and they say you can trust us. No, I come to bury Joe and burn a candle for Augustus. I come to bury. Maybe you didn't get what I meant. This is not a political event. It's the winter of our discontent. Half of us will not make rent. I might burn my masters just to keep warm. Big white lies. No silver lining under smoke gray skies. And all of those streets ran red, but the blood sure kept our feet warm. So vote for the wolf in sheep form. Defund police before we're all deformed. Take our free speech, we can speak in the tongues of C4. Our lungs need more to send us packing than tear gas thrown from the hands of fascists who kill their cams and take off their badges, all while Biden and Kamala fund our assassins and offer us nothing but platitudes. They'll tell us go out and vote and then clean up your attitudes. Well, Joe, fuck you to death and the donors you fed us to. Like, imagine you locked Jack White in a room and made him play one of my songs at gunpoint. And he was really scared. He was like, "This is what I'm gonna do."
Yeah,
Put the lyrics in front of him. He's like, "Do it."
That's funny. Yes, and that is from Inauguration Gift, which is a great album. Which is again on Bandcamp, fams. Go get it.
Next, I'm like, what can I do on a ukulele?
Let's get even weirder.
How off the grid are we going?
We can go all the way off, man. Let's go. I could use some weirdness. Seriously, I could use some weirdness. I really want to get. Paula's in DC right now, outside of Merrick Garland's house. I want to be there. I need to be somewhere. I just dropped the Bandcamp link in the chat if anybody wants to go check it out.
Can I play a cover on a live stream? I would think so. Can I? I don't know if
I don't care. Fuck it. Do it.
We'll get your stream taken down.
We'll see what happens. I'm not monetized, so they don't really pay attention to me. I mean, for now. So usually people who aren't monetized, they don't worry about as much because I'm not making any money off of it.
Yeah, it's true.
So
YouTube wouldn't have that, would they?
Yeah. No, they would not. They definitely would not.
Yeah, it's funny
YouTube
when
sucks. I'm gonna say
when
that
I first
on
made a
YouTube
YouTube and all of a sudden I was like getting followers. I'm like, oh my gosh, I wonder what's going to happen with my YouTube channel. How big is this going to get? And then YouTube just started screwing people over. I was like, I don't give a shit about my YouTube anymore.
Yeah,
that was fun while it lasted.
Dude, the suppression is real, yo.
Yeah, it's absurd.
Especially the Action for Assange channel, y'all. It has to be the most shadow banned channel on YouTube. I swear to God.
They watch you guys like a fucking hawk.
Yeah, they do.
Seriously, it's absurd.
Yeah, they do. We should have known though. Assange is in the title.
Yeah, but still,
I
it's
know.
not fair.
It's bullshit. Thank God for Rockfin.
Okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'm doing
Do
a cover.
it. I'm down. Let's go.
Mother, tell your children not to walk my way. Tell your children not to hear my words, what they mean, what they say. Mother, oh mother, can you keep them in the dark for life? And can you hide them from the weight and world? Oh mother, well, I'm not about to see your life. If you wanna fight with me, I can show you what it's like. Until I'm waiting, not about to see your life. And if you wanna fight with me, I can show you what it's like. Mother, tell your children not to walk my way. Tell your children not to understand. Oh, mother, I tell your father, I'm gonna take your daughter out tonight. I'm gonna show her my world. Oh, father, well, I'm not about to see your life. And if you wanna fight hell with me, I can show you what it's like. Until I'm bleeding and not about to see your life. And if you wanna fight out with me, I can show you what it's like. I can show you what it's like. I can show you what it's like. Mother.
That was a dope ass cover, dude.
Thank you.
I love that song.
Yeah, same. I was, when I lived in the Keys, I was coming back from a bar at like 4 a.m. and heard that song on the radio, and I was like, I haven't heard that in forever. And I was saying, it'd be cool to do like a really kind of like jazzy, kind of slow jazzy cover of that, and have this like eureka moment, and like sat up playing guitar until like 5:30 or something, figuring out how I was going to do that. But yeah, I love playing that song.
Yeah, I love that song. I love that song. Are we going weirder? Where are we going now?
Oh, right. Where do we go? Where do we go this weird?
I don't know. I'm just here for the ride, dude. I like this because I literally don't have to do any work. I just sit here.
Okay, let's hang
I heard you on me wireless back in 52. Lying awake and tuning in on you. And if I was young, I didn't stop you coming through. And I said, oh, oh, oh. We took the credit for your second symphony. We waiting by machine and no technology. And now I understand the problems it's you see. And I said, oh, oh, oh. I met your children now. Oh, oh. What did you tell them? Video killed the radio star. Video killed the radio star. Pictures came in the backyard. Oh, no, no, no. now we meet in an abandoned studio. We hear the playback and it seems so long ago. Oh, I still remember how the jingles used to go. Said, oh, 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 you were the first one now. Oh, 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 you'll be the last one. Radio killer, radio star. Radio killer, radio star. In my mind and in my car. Oh, we can't rewind, we've gone too far. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, oh, no, no, no. No, no, no. Ladies and gentlemen, the Buggles.
Woo!
Fun bit of trivia. Trevor Horn, lead singer of the Buggles, not only did he front Yes for one really good record, but he wrote Kiss from a Rose for Seal.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that. Cynic Girl is chair dancing. Please don't fall. I have fallen off some chairs in my time. Please don't fall. My other big thing is when I'm working out, when I'm on the treadmill, I like to think that I can run dance. It's not.
Oh,
you can't do
yeah.
that. You can't.
Oh, I learned that lesson the hard way.
Yes. Yeah. You'll die. You'll die. I've had many near-death experiences on a treadmill.
Oof. Oh, I'm going for it. Fuck it, I'm going for it.
Go for it. Let's go.
Fuck you.
It's gonna be a real touch and go there for a while.
Blackbird singing in the dead of the night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arise. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of the dark black night. You were only waiting for this moment to arrive.
Nice, dude.
Thank you. Well, this is fine. Yeah, now we're completely off the grid.
I like it. I do better off the grid anyway.
So here, one of my favorite artists of all time is Amy Winehouse.
Yes.
And when she passed, I was working at a place where I couldn't really have my phone. I could get a quick peek at it, but I didn't really have any opportunity to use it. And when she passed, my mom decided to let me know. She wouldn't be the first to break it to me, she heard. And she shot me a text that she would later say she just wanted it to be as succinct as possible because she knew I'd only have a split second to look at it.
And the text read, Amy Winehouse equals dead. And it was such a gut punch. I was like, oh my God. Like, I literally like lost my shit. I was working at this like garbage condo and I was just front desk punching bag. And I just like burst into tears. And they were like, what is it? Like, I'm going out to my car. Amy's dead. She's dead. Like, I just started like losing.
Amy Winehouse equals
dead.
dead.
I was like, it doesn't get any more succinct than that. You know what? That was incredibly to the point. Yes.
Well, I mean, she was trying to do you a solid, dude. She couldn't leave you like a paragraph. You know, just want to get the message across.
I get my
That's funny
bluntness
shit.
from her. I appreciate it very much.
That's funny shit.
So, with that said, here's an Amy Winehouse song. There are times when I go out by myself and look across the water, and I think of all the things you might be doing, and in my head I paint a picture. Since I'm coming home and my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you lovely dress. Won't you come on over, start making a fool out of me? No, why don't you come on over, Valerie? No, why don't you come on over, Valerie? Get yourself a tan. You have to go to jail. That's for you. Get yourself a tan. I hope you find yourself a man who won't fix it for you. Are you shopping anywhere? Change the color of your hair. You know, are you busy? Do you finally pay that fine? You've been ducking all the time. Are you still dizzy? Since I'm coming home and my body's been a mess, I miss your ginger hair and the way your lovely dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. And why don't you come on over, Valerie? No, I'm Valerie. So why don't you come on over, Valerie?
Man, she died too young.
Yeah, goddamn.
Ugh, brutal.
Yep.
So talented. Like
Yeah, oh my God,
ridiculously
yeah.
talented.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, God, the album Frank, like she was like 16 or 17 when she wrote most of those songs. It's just,
I watched the documentary about her and like I was like a kid singing. Like it's
Yeah.
holy ball.
Yep.
Like
Yeah,
I'm
it's
always
amazing.
curious, like what it's like to be that good. You know what I mean? Like,
Right?
what's that like to be that good?
I know. Gosh, she's stellar.
Yeah, amazing.
All right. I probably got time to do one more and then bounce up out of here.
I'm so excited we got to do this.
Oh, thank you. Seriously, it was just like, there's nothing I'd rather be doing.
No,
than
thank you.
just
I
getting
feel
to hang out and
better.
play,
Like
so.
I mean, obviously tonight has sucked, and when you texted me, it was like 15 minutes after I had learned about Julian's stroke, and so I was in like this weird shitstorm of pissed off and depressed and angry and sad, and like I wanted to like fight people and cry at the same time.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I feel better now. I do. This has been nice. All right, what's it gonna be? What are you gonna close out with? The pressure's on.
Right?
You got to make it something good. Leave them with something good.
I guess the question is, do we want to come back to political? Do we want a topical closer, or do we want to do we want to forget for one more song?
I'll leave it to you. It's your show,
Oh,
fam.
shit.
Like I said, I'm just sitting here. Jade Star says, read between the lines. Yeah, what do you guys want to hear in the chat? What do you guys want to hear? Any requests? Requests and dedications? I feel like a radio host.
Right?
Yeah, the intro lies in a song from 1972.
I actually did want to do that when I was little. I wanted to be a DJ. I did. I thought about going to the Center for Broadcasting in
Nice.
Cleveland, Ohio. That's where I wanted to go. Yeah. Glad I didn't do that because radio is dead. Cynic says I'm supposed to ask you about toast to dissolve.
Oh, shit. Oh. Next stream, I promise.
Okay.
I'm on with Krish in a couple weeks, in like a week or so, and I will.
Krish Mohan. He has a show actually tonight. I'm wondering if I'm missing it.
He does. No, it's right after this. I think it starts at 8.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be. I'm going to pick up Fox, and then
I'm gonna while you're doing this last song, I'm gonna grab a link for everybody. So you guys should go check out. Krish is doing his live show online because he can't really tour right now. And he's a hilarious comedian. Please go check him out. Fantastic. He deserves all of your support. I love him so much. He's a great person.
You know what? I'm gonna end. We're bringing it back political, and we're getting. It's the season, so another little sip of bourbon. I literally, before I even took a sip of it, I poured a big glass of ice, poured the little bourbon in there, turned around, knocked the guitar over, the guitar knocked the glass over, bourbon on the carpet. Cool. We're about 1,000. I'm cut off and having. Here we go. Here's my obligatory Christmas song for us to close out on. Ugly fucking Christmas.
One man's silent auction is another's trial, in a system designed to see you suicidal. And funny, we don't hear a peep out of Kendrick Bay or Jay-Z. We just see a lot of silent idols with their heads up their asses like the fascists made them hide somewhere parallel to Pile Idol. Like they've let us off the lead, but we know that in our hearts we will always taste the bridle. Now I am not JPEG Mafia or honorary PNG Yakuza. Label owns your masters and your masters want their profits up. So they said you couldn't diss Biden, you have to stay silent. So shut your fucking mouth and watch me cough it up. I'll kill it, then I'll bury it, I'll piss right on the grave, shit, I'll maybe dig the coffin up. They want you and me softened up. That's why they try crying unity. Preach it to my face and watch me catch a case faster than we should have ended qualified immunity. You can hide from the truth, but I'll pull you out and school you, honey. You can call it truancy. Ash as far as you can see. Out across the ruins, let it sink in, let it ruin all your dopamine. I take my haze a wider shade of aubergine. My words are just a go-between for all this fucking acid and an out-of-date famotidine. I say my piece, drop the mic, bleed out all my chromosomes and blow the scene. And we will not be coming back, so love us or leave us or mislead us to a wreck. I'm violence over science when you're faith over facts. We are all up for auction, honey, we cannot relax. See, we coronated Biden and I didn't cut a track. I just stared into the ether, hearing everyone react. Hearing that collective sigh of liberal satisfaction, cause you all went fucking batshit for a bigot geriatric who magically regains his faculties to slap your daughter's ass, and even though she's 8, you let it happen. Just like all these fucking garbage politicians serve their kids up on a platter. during photo ops designed to let them leech a little power and significance directly from the head slave master, the author of imprisonment, who just partnered with the sentencer of innocence, telling you they're here to heal the soul of old America. And clearly that's just code for we are here to watch you starve and serve our bigot benefactors. So cue the can, comma, laughter, comma, distractor, comma, less schools, more jails, more fracking, more wars, comma, blood dollars, comma, Kamala laughing. Fuck it, honey, more reactors. Biden said build back better, but the man learned better from the likes of those who stood for Jim Crow by the letter. So you cannot convince me that a man who spent a lifetime swallowing the sermons of men like Strom Thurmond ends up anything but Kissinger with Mr. Rogers' sweater. So I'm out the party, and I won't be coming back. Let them love us or leave us or mislead us to a wreck. Let Kamala deceive us with some sneakers and a laugh. They will not address the other half. If they acknowledge our predicament, they have to say why they dismissed us. And nobody in Congress has the guts to look this nation in the face and explain how they've let us waste away to afford all the comforts they need to maintain all their opulence and stingy, inhumane existence. So it's gonna be an ugly fucking Christmas. No, we will not be coming back, so love us or leave us or mislead us to Iraq. I'm violence over science if your faith over facts. We're all up for auction, but we cannot relax. Said we will not be coming back, let them love us or leave us or mislead us to Iraq. I'm violence over science if your faith over facts. We're all up for auction, Biden, we will not relax. Ugly fucking Christmas.
Woo! I love that song.
That Sharif is responsible for a couple plays of that a week. Sharif Snugs, which he's the best.
I love me some Sharif.
He got a hold of me. I think it was the day after we did the David McBride stream together.
Oh.
Sharif was like, "Hey, can I call you real quick?" And he said they're going to be doing some Christmas actions. He was like, "Would you feel like writing a Christmas carol about Medicare for all?" I'm like, "You're goddamn right, I would." Like, I was like right in my wheelhouse. Are you kidding me? Like, yeah. So, I think they did it outside Adam Schiff's office. And I think throughout this month, I sent them an instrumental and kind of a placeholder with some, me doing the vocals and then the lyrics. And it's a little statistic heavy, like guilt the shit out of your politicians. And then at the very end, be like, what better time to not be a bastard than the holidays? Hit them with a little Ghost of Christmas Past. Try to really,
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna not be a bastard, now is the right time of the year to not be a bastard. Adam Schiff. Just saying.
But yeah, protest Christmas song is
that's like
that was bucket list. I didn't realize it until I was asked to do it. So. Yeah,
that's a pretty
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Oh, and real quick, I just love to share this story. So Green Left News, they're an indie media group out of Australia. They did a year-end top 10 political records, and they put Coming of Spring on the list.
Nice.
Which was super exciting. And then I look, and next to me on the list is Bruce Springsteen, which is surprising because our styles are so similar. It's like tomato and tomato on the same top 10. But
plus, he's a douche canoe. I'm just saying.
The guy that wrote the article did a podcast where he went through and played a piece from each album and talked about it. And he mentions in the beginning that they wanted to have like kind of a youthful perspective on the songs too. And the guy had the best accent, heavy accent. And he said, he was like, we wanted to have a youthful perspective. I got my friend's son, Ollie, with me, who's 11, and he's going to chime in with what he thinks about each song when they get done. So they'd finish up a song and be like, all right, Ollie, what'd you think? But that was really good. I like it. It's like a 9 out of 10. And then they'd go on to the next one. And the kid was fantastic. Well, they get to me and they chose Conviction. And he's like, all right, we got a new one from Jesse Jett. This is a spoken word piece. And they play Conviction. And they get done.
They did Conviction?
They did Conviction.
Wow.
And maybe the best, again, this is like a bucket list moment for me. If someone wants to take the time to like review something of mine or talk about it like that, I'm just like over the moon. And he chose to quote the, all that we can hope is that we catch Uncle Joe in a fleeting lucid moment of his flickering senile fascist mission, that part. And instead of saying he says or he sings or whatever, he put on Conviction, Jesse seethes
and then put that. And I was like, yes! He noticed I was seething. Like, it was so fantastic. So they play Conviction. They get done. And he's like, all right, Ollie, what'd you think? And he goes, that was good. Like a 6 out of 10. And he goes, why just a 6? He goes, well, it's just talking, isn't it? I was like, I can't argue with that logic. He's like, it's good. There's no music. So the scoring system goes, a 6 out of 10 is the max I could do. And then he said, and he goes, anything else you want to add? He goes, yeah, it's like a very angry Dr. Seuss. I was like, I love this kid so much.
That's
so,
the
like,
best compliment ever.
I mean, you know, if someone asks me, like, who's your biggest writing influence? Honestly, if you're talking in terms of whose style affects my style the most, when I'm writing a line, it will either feel a syllable too long or a syllable too short, and it needs to be just that right length. And that's Dr. Seuss all over. I'm sorry, but I loved his shit as a kid.
Dr. Seuss was in my wedding vows.
Dude,
I'm not joking.
Nice. Like rhyme density, I mean, everything. It's still, you know, if someone's like your top 2, I'm like, I mean, him, Aesop Rock, H.P. Lovecraft, minus his weird racism and shit. You know,
listen, a lot of those people had some weird racism back then.
Yeah, right.
You know, you gotta kind
1800s writers.
Yeah.
But
there was not a lot of people who didn't have some weird racism.
I really want to make like a promotional video, a really hyped up promo video for the coming of spring that's like, experience the album that prompted one reviewer to exclaim, it's just talking.
You should totally do that, dude.
It was so great. I'm seriously, from now on, if I make something, I'm sending it to Ollie. I want Ollie's opinion on it. Like, he was so fantastic.
I want Ollie's opinion on everything in my life now. Like, everything I do, I want his opinion. He seems amazing.
And you know what? The 11-year-old Australian kid was a lot more politically savvy than a whole bunch of adults that I know in this country. I'll tell you that.
Well, that's not really saying much. To be fair, that's not really saying much. You know, millions of people voted for Joe Biden. So here we are.
I remember one of the first times when I was younger that I realized like just how behind we were in a lot of ways. I had an ex who obsessively watched all the Top Model series. And once she got caught up on America, she went to all the other countries. Well, you get to like New Zealand and their entry rate was like 16 and their 16-year-olds were so mature and so composed and like, I'm like, damn, we are just a bunch of mole rats in this country, aren't we?
Yeah, pretty much. It's sad. Like it's because we don't have any culture in this country. There's no culture. Our culture is like reality TV and, you know, IHOP.
Yep.
I mean, that's about it. It's about it. You know, here we are. Oh, thanks for coming, dude.
Yeah, seriously, thank you. Like again, it was so much fun. Like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm ready to play. Let's hop on. And especially
anytime that like you have somebody cancel, I can be ready in 20 minutes. Pretty much, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm not like girly.
That's why I love you, Mindy.
Yeah, dude, I was on Fault Lines the other day.
I know, I saw. That was so good.
You guys. Shane called me Mindy. I was like fired up. I'm like talking to Sanj. I'm all ready to go. And he said something about Mindy. And I'm like, you called me Mindy.
That galvanized it. If it wasn't your nickname before, it sure as shit is now.
I had to like pull myself back though. Cause I was like, no, you don't understand. Like a friend called me that. It's an inside. And I'm like, okay, we're here to talk about Sanj. Don't waste time on this. You only got, you know, a couple more minutes left. But they actually kept me. It's usually only a 15-minute spot. And they kept me for, I think, 2 segments. Which, listen, I get a lot of shit because I go on Fault Lines and people don't agree with their COVID takes. And I don't give a shit. They are so amazing. They have me on a regular basis. Every time something happens with Julian Assange, they have me on. They have John Kiriakou on. They have Chris. I mean, all kinds of people on to talk Assange. So I am appreciative of them. I thank them. They're amazing. I am so happy that they do that for me. I don't care. We're going to disagree on some stuff. I disagree with them on some stuff. That's fine. They're amazing and awesome to have me on as often as they do to talk about Julian Assange. So I'm grateful for them. If that bothers you, piss off. You know, anyways, okay, so go to Bandcamp, search for Jesse Jett. You can get all of his albums there. Please do it on Bandcamp. If you need to listen to it on Spotify because that's convenient for you, that's fine, but fuck Spotify. I like to say that as often as possible. Fuck Spotify. So yeah, go to Bandcamp. You can follow Jesse on Twitter at Jesse_Jett. And like I said, Krish Mohan has his comedy show starting in 2 minutes. I just posted the link again in the chat. So go get your tickets. We could all use a laugh. We could use a laugh, you guys. We need some laughs.
And he's got them.
Yeah, he's got them. He's really funny. So please go and check that out.
This is his new set, and it's stellar. Like, it's exceptional.
I missed it last week because it was on a Friday, and we have the vigils, and so I was prepping for the vigils, so I missed it. So I'm really excited I get to tune in this week. Nice. So head over there, meet me there, and we'll have some laughs, guys. All right, cool. Thanks, Jesse. I appreciate you guys. Thanks everybody in the chat. We love you. We'll see ya.